is Kimberly Sweet Brown Wilkins. In 2012, she did an impromptu interview with an Oklahoma City news station about a fire in her apartment complex. In the interview, she gave an honest and humorous recollection of the transpired events. At one point, she said she smelled smoke at 3 a.m. and exclaimed, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." While describing her escape from the smoke, she uttered the line that catapulted her into internet stardom. "I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that." Once the video was posted online, Sweet Brown went viral overnight. Since then, the YouTube sensation has appeared in several TV commercials, including one for a used car lot, one for a payday loan service, and another one for a dental clinic. At one point, her fame grew to such heights that even Beyoncé was filmed quoting one of her lines. Since her web debut, she's appeared on The View, Tosh.0, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and a slew of radio interviews. She was even lucky enough to have the ever-classy Queen Latifah do a parody of her likeness. She was offered a co-hosting job for the infidelity television show Cheaters, as well as her own reality show. In the midst of all this sudden fame, she managed to land a role in the critically acclaimed Tyler Perry holiday hit, A Medea Christmas. In 2013, she found time to sue Apple Incorporated for profiting off of her likeness without her permission. A couple of DJs at a radio station remixed her various hilarious phrases and sold it on iTunes. The case is still in litigation, and Miss Brown is seeking $15 million in damages. Sweet Brown is definitely a business-savvy woman. She kept busy by building her own empire by selling t-shirts and even started her own line of barbecue sauces. One aptly named, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Back in 2007, the world saw an entirely new brand of cute when Charlie bit his brother's finger. The 3-year-old Harry and 1-year-old Charlie were simply playing with each other at their home in England. Their father captured the adorable moment and wanted to share it with his friends and family. Since the file was too big for email, he decided to upload the clip to YouTube and shared the link. He had no idea that the video would spread like wildfire. It is the #1 non-music video on YouTube. The family has gone on record saying that the video itself has earned them tens of thousands of dollars. Financial institutions have estimated that the family has racked up over $750,000 in YouTube ad revenue. So what have they been up to? Staying busy. They've done commercials for companies like Sprint, Google, and even Ragu. They also have numerous licensing deals for iPhone and Android apps, as well as t-shirt sales. Money. Delta Airlines recently filmed an internet star safety video that included the boys, and Charlie was up to his old antics again. Today, the boys are 11 and 9 years old, and their family still makes occasional YouTube videos. Despite their fame, they like to keep a low profile in public. They were once recognized in London by an American girl in 2010 because she pinpointed the way Harry said Charlie. Good thing she didn't point at him, or she might have ended up missing a digit. You remember a girl named Miranda Fugate, don't you? No? Well, you probably know her better as Shovel Girl. An amateur video surfaced online of a nasty backyard brawl between two teenage girls in Ohio. It all started back in May of 2014. The girls had a barrage of bitter exchanges over Facebook for a year. Nobly, the girls decided to settle their grievances with fists while several friends filmed a fight. During the fight, the girls took breaks, like a boxing match, and even stopped to fix their hair. At one point, Miranda stated, "I think I broke my hand with your face, dude." Unable to take any more of the beating, the other girl, Emily Ollinger, demanded that Miranda leave her yard or she would shoot her with a BB gun. One thing led to another, and Emily threw a shovel at the back of Miranda's head. It was the thunk heard around the globe. One of the friends posted the shovel throw on a Vine account the next day. It was revined, shared, downloaded, liked, and even retweeted millions of times before being taken down. Suffering from a severe concussion, she later died from her injuries. Or so the internet would have you believe. Rumors of her death began swirling around the web, but were made false when Miranda posted videos online titled, "I'm Not Dead." A couple of days after the scuffle, Miranda did a radio interview where she called out another internet brawler, Sharkeisha, demanding a fight. In the same interview, she claimed that she was 18, but at the time, she was actually only 14 years old. After school officials recognized the girls in the viral clip, sheriff deputies charged them both with disorderly conduct. Miranda, claiming that she was high on numerous drugs at the time of the fight, was placed on a strict juvenile drug court program that lasted for 9 months. Emily, the girl who threw the shovel, went on the Dr. Phil show with her mother to talk about the incident. Josh, the dude who filmed the fight, was also on the show and claimed that he regrets shooting the video and then selling it for $600. Today, Shovel Girl is sober, alive, and well. She gives thanks to the judge in charge of the drug program for helping her travel down the right path, although her Instagram page might tell a different story. In 2007, Tay Zonde's song Chocolate Rain was another one of those amazing videos that couldn't help but to go viral. The piano-driven song and Zonde's charismatic, deep vocals rocketed Chocolate Rain into YouTube stardom. After hearing that rich, sultry voice coming out of this tiny dude, the world knew that there was something special about him. Tay Zonde, real name Adam Bonner, is a baby-faced, baritone-voiced musician who wanted to post a song on YouTube. The song was actually a commentary on racism and social injustice in the United States. But the awkwardness of his facial expressions and his dorkish mannerisms made sharing the video over 100 million times that much easier. The caption, "I move away from the mic to breathe in," had the world busting open their stitches from laughter. The song's hypnotic piano riffs, on top of that cheesy drum loop, added to the quirkiness factor of the video. Needless to say, the song led to a plethora of spoofs, tributes, and parodies. And not just from other YouTube personalities, but also from music celebrities like John Mayer and Green Day. Zonde blasted into the worldwide spotlight and was interviewed on Good Morning America, CNN, MTV, the BBC, TMZ Live, and even made it on the front page of the Los Angeles Times. After a slew of television appearances, he started to cash in with promotional endorsements. He's done work for Intel, Comedy Central, Firefox, Geico, Hasbro, NASA, Toyota, and the MLB Network. Undoubtedly, the biggest of all promotions was his remix to the original song entitled Cherry Chocolate Rain. The music video was a professionally filmed spoof that was created as a part of a marketing campaign for Cherry Chocolate Diet Dr. Pepper. In the video, Tay claims that he was paid a hefty fee. Not surprisingly, Tay, now 33, is still making occasional YouTube vids that rake in millions of views. He has made appearances on other music videos such as Weezer's 2009 song Pork and Beans. At one time, he was also the host for Discovery Channel's The Animalist. It's easy to see that Tay didn't just make a name for himself on the interwebs, but has also made an impact in the entertainment industry. And by the way, that is his real speaking voice. A young man walks out of a dentist's office and is still feeling the effects of the anesthesia after receiving oral surgery. The outcome was a hilarious 2-minute video that swept the internet by storm. The clip, David After the Dentist, starts off with a bunch of existential questions such as, "Is this real life?" and "I have 2 fingers." Then, overcome with emotion, David DeVore Jr. lets out a visceral, primal scream. After calming down a bit, David wonders, is this gonna last forever? And his father reassures him that it will not. The video was posted on YouTube 7 months after the recording took place. It instantly took off like a rocket ship, reaching 3 million views in just 3 days. Noticing that the video was going viral, David set up a website that sold t-shirts of his son's famous catchphrases. Those shirts are pretty freaking sweet too. After the initial success of the video, they made their rounds on the television interview circuit. They stopped by the Today Show, Tyra Banks Show, and the O'Reilly Factor. David and his father were also guests on Tosh.0 during the infamous segment Web Redemption back in 2010. In addition to the huge amount of money they've made off of YouTube ad revenue, they have numerous licensing deals. They say their largest deal came from a Vizio Super Bowl ad that paid around $8,000. $8,000 just for lending out your likeness for a couple of seconds? Now that's easy money. Speaking of lending out your likeness, Joseph Gordon-Levitt gave an Oscar-worthy performance in his rendition of the clip as a spoof on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Even Justin Bieber tried to get in on the act. In 2010, the family tried to capitalize on the success of the first video by taking David back to the dentist and filming it. But it seemed forced and didn't have the magical spontaneity of the first one. So what's old Dave up to nowadays? Well, he's just a normal teen, starting high school and is big into football, while his YouTube page gets about 100,000 views a day, raking in even more cash. Is this real life? Well, yes it is, David. Yes it is. Hey, I know we said there would only be 5, but we had to throw Scumbag Steve in there. We'll treat this one as a bonus since technically he didn't gain fame from being a YouTube video star. Scumbag Steve is an image macro series that shows a kid with a sideways fitted cap standing in the hallway. The picture alone is hilarious, but when you add text with general phrases of unethical behavior regarding acts of douchebaggery, it exudes extreme internet meanness. The dude in the photo went by Wheezy B, and he's one member of his local Massachusetts rap group, Beantown Mafia. The photograph was used for their album entitled Magangsta. Someone got a hold of the photo from his MySpace page and uploaded it to Reddit, where it quickly got over 8,000 upvotes in one night. Pretty soon, Scumbag Steve was everywhere. The young man's real name is Blake Boston, and let's just say that he wasn't too thrilled with his newfound fame. In a matter of days, his Facebook page blew up. He was confused and upset. He had never even heard of a meme before, and he was furious that strangers were calling him a scumbag, let alone calling him Steve. But soon after realizing that you can't fight the trolls of the internet with insults and threats, Blake used his situation to his own advantage. In 2012, he made a music video entitled The Scumbag Steve Overture, which currently sits at 2.7 million views. Blake takes on the persona of his hated alter ego and raps about drinking all of your beer and puking on your brand new clothes. Yes, Blake embraces his royal memeness. Now, instead of furiously cursing at people on the street for recognizing him, he smiles and politely takes a photo. Even on his own Twitter page, he regularly uploads pictures of the meme that made him famous. Now, Blake has a son, and his biggest fear is knowing that one day he might grow up and find out about the infamous picture that changed his life. Whether you believe he's truly a scumbag or not, let's all hope the best for Blake in the future.